So this here is quest 64 for the Nintendo 64. Our quest here is to beat the game with only the staff. And the quest is being given by Fremia Magus. We're currently about 3 hours 20 minutes into this play session. And in total we played it for almost 5 hours now. Here we go. The last time we kept grinding up our health to almost 200 and improving our staff combat strength. So hopefully we can deal with Blue Cave this time around. I think it was this way. Wrong door. So we finally kind of like, or we haven't figured it out, we've been told how everything actually works here. So we can increase our strength and our hit points, it seems like, from just getting beat up. Every time an enemy hits us, we get some experience points to toughness, kind of. And that affects our health and our staff damage. So we spent an insurmountable amount of time just standing around letting enemies hit us over and over again, so that we go strong. And hopefully we can now use that strength to whack our way through the Blue Cave, because Blue Cave was hard. Enemies dealt so much damage here. We don't really know what to do or where to go. Since the game is in Japanese, I have actually no idea what I'm doing. The dodges. We've also learned that hitting enemies from behind is a good thing, because that deals more damage to them. So that's why I'm trying to dance around this enemy. And these, I don't know what you call them, larvae are the most dangerous enemies, because they deal the most damage up front, so that's why I'm focusing them first. Actually, these scorpions are pretty good, because the... Oh Jesus, okay, they're not good once you're close to them. Because the lightning attack is really beneficial for us, because it hits us a lot of times. And as I said, every time you get hit, you get experience to toughness. It doesn't depend on how much damage you actually take. So getting hit several times is far better. But I don't like that attack. Jesus Christ, 20 damage up front. As we saw, one combat dealt almost 50 damage to me. A mimic? I never fought a mimic before. Probably deal crap tons of damage. Yeah, they do. There's also the agility stat. Oh, shit. Getting frozen is the worst thing ever. Because that effectively stun locks us. And we're not able to do anything while stun locked. I guess I'm following the arrows? So that attack is easy to dodge at a distance. So if that's the only attack they do, And these are pretty good enemies. Seems like it. Alright, good. So these we can beat up a bit. Guess just doing 3 damage, it's fine. We get to practice our beating as well. There's also the thing that you gain agility while moving around inside of a combat zone. And someone did imply that you can get items if you're lucky. Not worth fighting a mimic, it takes too long time. And landing the double hits, I haven't really figured it out, I just mash whenever it's my turn. That's what I found worked the best so far. It like works half the time, it seems like. There we got a point of defense, I think. And that's a point of health. We're probably not gonna make it through.
In the beginning,
the blue
the
cave this time.
universe was created. This made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
Hey, Goro. We're trying to make our way through the blue cave here. We're getting our ass handed to us. The frost attack is like the most BS. Because you can see how it like snaps onto you right before it lands. That was everything with Goro. Blue cave is evil? Yeah. Garrox said that this is basically where people quit this game. I'm guessing the blue cave never ends. And like everything looks the same so far. How's your weekend been so far? Damn it. I almost managed to escape. I don't think I shouldn't have taken the first fight that I took. That's why I'm so low on health. Are you trying to quit smoking? Or is it some other medication? God damn it. Wrong way. Yeah. I've never gone through it myself, but I've seen people struggle, so stay in there. Come on, camera, please. Cooperate a bit. Okay, there was nowhere. It looked like there was a path to the right here as well. But the camera didn't let me see. They could have fixed the entire camera problem with one single solution. And it would have been to allow me to press like L or Z to refocus the camera straight behind me. It would have solved all of the problems. My weekend's been good, thank you. Had a nice weekend. I spent most of yesterday cleaning, fixing, bringing everything neat and tidy. Clean my windows. I hate polishing windows, but it's so nice when it's done. I kinda don't want to use a healing item, because I sort of like messed up at the beginning of the cave. I could have had like 50 more health there, but at the same time I've been running so far now. This song was actually really good once you get to hear it a bit longer. So I could use a wing. I don't know if the first city just gives out the bread for free. Because if that's the case, I can just wing it back. So those are the attacks you really want to avoid. These ones are pretty fine. I'm guessing we just follow the arrows. What do you say, Goro? Do we heal? Do I have a lot of healing items, maybe? Kinda do, actually. 150, 50, 150, 100. Like, I do got quite a lot of healing items, really. Maybe I should burn one of them here. And then just keep running. Escaping from everything. Come on. I'm trying to keep track of my compass so that if I need to like turn around and run in an opposite direction, I remember what direction I was heading in, so we don't backtrack unnecessarily. It's a bit difficult when the camera spins around all the time. While you're actually trying to traverse a cave, you should just run away all the time. Don't take any fights, just keep running. It's like getting through a cave is all about endurance, it seems like. And then once you're out in the fields, then you find an enemy with a lot of hits, like a high hit count. And then you just grind up your health, and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. No! Oof, we didn't get frozen. Because those larvae, they can freeze you. They're probably the worst enemies here. Because if they land a good freeze, they can just go ham on you. You're basically stun locked until you die. The dodges. But there's a cool cave here. These small tunnels, not as much. But the big open one, I really like. Oh no. Not an open cave. Yeah, I like this game much more as well now that we actually understands how to play the game. And like what we do to optimize and how we like actually try to make our way through the game. So I'm gonna go with the classical hold right path here. Or follow the right wall strategy. I would have wanted that though. Please, camera. Okay, let's just go back and grab that. Because if that's healing, it's so worth it. I know these bats aren't particularly dangerous. If they are the same bats as before. So a healing and a spirit. That's good. And we've learned that we only upgrade our fire 20 MP. Not really worth it. Because fire affects staff damage, apparently. Having a couple people come by that were knowledgeable about the game helped so much. Those things that I wouldn't have figured out any other way helps so much. And I guess it looked like there would be a chest if I go in here and to the left. Yeah, if only I could rotate the camera. Okay, let's follow this wall. Big open rooms like this wouldn't be a problem if you could actually control the camera. Well, we're still heading northwards all the time, so I guess that's good. I have no idea how big this room is.
This journey is turning out better than I thought. You know, not that I had any doubts.
Sup, Jay? Yeah, I mean, what else? What else is there to do? I mean, as I play the game, the camera is like the biggest issue, really. Outside of the camera, the game is actually pretty good. once you like actually understands what's going on. And I guess you kind of have to play the JP version. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. It's just the goddamn camera. Kickbot doesn't doesn't think the camera's a problem, apparently. Yeah, I agree. The second part's a bit confusing. I don't really understand what she's trying to say. Is this the end? Hey, we made it out. That wasn't so hard. Are we meeting Santa Claus? This is a named character, apparently. Lore. Sweet, save spot. Whoa! Wait, what happened? Why are we on a boat? Oh well. Suddenly boat. From a frozen wasteland to a boat. Hey man. In the middle of an ocean as well. Not a boat at a dock or anything. Nope. Some of the character design. Oh, fuck it. Just save. Yeah, I agree. It is a bit annoying and unfortunate. But from what I understood, playing the EU version is like really bad. It's an incomplete game, more or less. So voting is open, everyone. Shall we continue to play Quest 64? Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes. Oh, we've docked. Oh, that was convenient. Yeah, Nanas. Yeah, or someone could give us like a blurb summary of what's actually going on. Oh, enemies. I did not expect that. Well, they still 1 damage, that's fine. Did it just move? I thought I saw something. Oh, this was the guy on the boat. I'm guessing this is his dame. Come on. I guess we gotta go questing now. Yeah, I knew it. Up that fire spell that we can't use. Hey, these are really good for grinding, I remember. Because they do a lot of single, like 1 damage attacks. Maybe there's something cool to the right. But I have no idea. Because I can't freaking rotate the camera. God damn it. that a fish on a crotch? Huh. Hey, spirits. Oh. It's Blue Cave too. More running. Oh, it's a boss fight? Guess so. So far, bosses has been really trivial. We kinda just walk up to them, smack them with our staff. We voted to continue. I'm gonna smack some staff. Oh, she actually deals a lot of damage. And I can't seem to run away from her attack fast enough. If I'm at max distance and run straight away. Nope. So this is just a damage race. I do got a lot of healing items though, so it's gonna be fine. The reason why I'm running around, well, it's hitting people from behind, deals more damage. And it's also I'm trying to increase my agility by running around inside of a combat circle. Unless she does some kind of like special super attack. We're good for a few more hits. Let's use an item here. So cheating, it feels like I shouldn't get hit. But I do. Ouch. Come on. Let me crit, damn it. Got her. Oh my, we got a lot of extra health. Got her. I think that was all. Now we can leave. If I can find the way out. Wait, where's the way out? There we go. I think so too, yeah. So the more we skill up our health, the more damage our staff does. That's why we can grind, we can get more damage by just finding enemies that hits you a lot and just stand around and take chip damage. Because it's the number of hits that matters, not how much damage you actually take from each hit. Like this here, this is a good spot. We let him deal like, I don't know, some 100 damage. Just for the sake of skilling some toughness. So the yellow bips are our toughness increasing, and the red bips is our health increasing. So we'll grind out some health here. So how's everyone's weekend been? Digimon World 1's grinding is easy to translate it as sensible, which makes no sense at all. Cakebot is not wrong. Oh! Crit deals 2 damage. I was talking to Goro earlier. My weekend was basically, I've been cleaning, I've been polishing, cleaning our windows, doing some vacuuming, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it's been uneventful. Oh well, if that's how you like it, then that's good. I did also, I started to play Satisfactory. I don't know if anyone's played Satisfactory, but if you like Factorio, play Satisfactory. God damn it, that game's fun. I usually like learning by doing systems like in FF2. Actually develop a character like you play it. Yeah, I mean this game tries to do the same thing. Learn by doing. Like fight to increase fighting, use fire spells to increase fire spells, and so on. But practicing toughness by getting hit isn't really that fun. I guess it's an okay idea in theory, but in practice, oh god no. Frickin' crotch fishes. None of these had a save, right? Now we can teleport to the next area, I guess. Or maybe we can teleport back. Yeah. It's like, I like the idea they had, but they kind of missed the mark a little bit with how the grinding works here. Also that HP and staff damage is tied together. Makes for a really weird situation where you just stand around getting hit enough to increase your staff damage. I don't need to save down here though. I'm just curious if the boat's gonna take me somewhere else. Okay. Doesn't seem like it. I'm guessing I'm going back to the ice world. Now we gotta figure out what to do there. She said the same thing, mostly. I just look at the last characters of the last message box to determine if they're just saying the same thing. We're really supposed to backtrack through the blue cave? Can't be fucking serious. Or is there anything more hidden in the blue cave? Like, I have no idea. Where am I supposed to go now? I'm like at a dead end. Well, now what do we do? I I guess we try to explore the blue cave more. That's like the only idea I have. Or are you sure there's nothing beyond the boss? I mean, the boss takes you back here, right? Beating the boss opens up the teleporter back, and there didn't seem to be anything beyond her. Well, let's go to the blue cave, I guess. But that also doesn't seem like it's logical. Why would I need to go back there and explore more? It doesn't seem like regular game design. I mean, they could very well have told me where to go. But since I can't really read it, I got some kind of blue crystal. We got the green crystal and the blue crystal, so I'm guessing we're collecting all 4 of them. Green, blue, yellow, and red. But I don't know where the rest of them are. Shit. Right, try to think through the world. What have we seen that could have been unlocked now? And I kinda don't want to use a wing to fly, because I haven't gotten any new wings, so I can't come back here easily without traversing the blue cave. And I kinda don't want to go through that again if I don't have to. I just want to make absolute sure that there isn't anything I've missed before I go anywhere else. Because otherwise my only option is to go back to the previous village. But I really, really don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We don't want to get lost running around for hours here. Found the boss by the description of the attack. Well, anything goes. There's a new region to explore. And it starts with east. Okay. What does that even mean? I mean, we're on an island. Maybe the boat. East Limelin. Maybe the boat I used. I did use a boat to get to the previous island. Maybe that boat takes us somewhere else now. Cause like we started on a continent where the first city was, and then we got to a harbor, which took us to the next region. So maybe we're supposed to go back to that harbor. It kind of makes sense. Because it seems like this region is cleared out now. See if I can access that map. No, I can't. This is a good... I'm just gonna grind up some toughness here. Because these enemies are so good to grind at. Because they deal so many damage so many times. Exactly, yeah, exactly. That's the same ship I was thinking of. Just gotta stop and grind every now and then. Was also, as I was saying, Satisfactory. It's a really cool game. Basically, it's 3D Factorio. If you want to put it simply, but the extra dimension makes such a huge difference. It's so fun to build these like high vertical machines. You build these like huge factories up mountain sides and stuff, and it's just so damn satisfying. Yeah, the grind is still going on. I just stopped to grind here a little bit because it was such a good encounter. These electric balls are really good for grinding. Because they deal rapid attacks and deal small amounts of damage. Alright, so from here, I think I'm able to use this wing. I actually have to backtrack? Fucking serious? Good God. Okay, that sucks. Having to walk all the way back is... That can't be right. It has to be possible to wing. I refuse to believe this. I don't want to do that kind of grinding, no guns. See if we can wing out here. Nope. No. So while on the world map or anything, you can use these wings to instantly travel to a village. But apparently that's not possible here. So I gotta backtrack through this freaking cave. Hey! That's exactly what's going on, Jay. Forcing you to backtrack is probably one of the worst decisions so far this game has made. Earlier, like, the stage design has been pretty smart in that you like move in big circles, or when you get to the end there's a shortcut that takes you out. But this? Oh no. It isn't the longest cave, though. We've seen longer ones, but still a pain. lightning attack is popular around here. Gons is all about that Japanese plot. A very unfortunate way of how they design this game is that loot kind of doesn't matter. I mean, you get a few healing items here and there, but like I can't miss like a new staff or a piece of armor. You know, stuff that usually makes you care about grabbing all the loot. I don't know if Jay is against the Japanese plot or the German food. I visited a restaurant in Gothenburg, not this weekend, but previous weekend, and they had the German theme, probably related to Oktoberfest and stuff, but don't mind that. They had German theme that month at least, and I ate. What was it? It was Weisswurst. It was so damn good. Jesus Christ, I like it. Weisswurst and sauerkraut. And then I ate... What did they call it? It was kind of like a pork chop that had been cooked overnight in ale. That's Bavarian food. You can't expect me to keep track of your different subcultures. That was the pork chops with what's called like potato. Jeez, what's it called? Potato gratin? Like sliced. It's like thin potato pieces that you cook in an oven with milk. What's it called? Potatisgratäng. Potato gratin. Okay, yeah. The pork chops with potato gratin. Oh damn, it was good. Kartoffelgratin. Yeah, that sounds alright. We're in Bavaria here, not Germany. Yeah. And then, what was it more? It was goulash in bread. So it was like you got a big piece of... It was a big piece of bread, like really huge. It was like this big. And then they had scoped out the innards. And then they put goulash soup in it. It was so good. Tell me more about these ale chops. So it was basically, like imagine a pork chop, a big piece. It was like this long, like this thick, and they had apparently like boiled it in a broth made of ale and it was ale and something more. They'd boiled it for like 10 hours, and then it was like some basic spices on it, and it was so good. It was so succulent. Like when you picked up the bone, the meat almost fell off. Jesus, it was so good. And then the potato gratin. And then we had some beer. It was so good. Yeah, exactly, Neptunia. It fell off like as you grabbed it. I love stuff like that. I'm so weak to like... Sup, Stick? I'm so weak for these like overnight cooked dishes. Like if you make what do you call it? Like a clay pot? A crock pot. Crock pot is the name they call it. This looks like a fun game. It is a good game once you figure out its somewhat weird mechanics. Yeah, exactly. If you can read Japanese, the game's probably really good. And I'm with you, Neptunia, like... so I've gotten sort of to the conclusion that pork is... I don't really like, or I can appreciate, like, regular pan-fried pork, or stir-fried or something like that. But pork either has to be grilled, or it has to be slow-cooked. Because otherwise it doesn't really do it justice. But if you slow cook pork, holy hell, it's so good. And then like a proper barbecue can make almost anything eatable, really. I think with some good with good sauce and a good and a good barbecue master, anything can be a good barbecue dish. Hey, nice. What is it? 3 times the money on a 10 on on Dice High. Okay. I thought we were playing Dice Low, and that's a pretty good freaking payout. But for this entire weekend, I've just been eating tacos, really, or like European, American, or European tacos is probably the best name because it's nowhere close to what you can get in Mexico. But European tacos is still really good. I really like it. It's fresh. It's fresh and light. If you don't have too much meat on it, it actually is like really. It feels like light food. It's like a salad with a small piece of bread to wrap it in and a little bit of meat. And I even found so I found a vegan like minced meat replication. I don't know what you call it, like a vegan alternative to minced meat, and it's so damn good. What's the difference between tacos and burritos? Is it that one of them contains rice, maybe? Rice and beans, maybe, in burritos. At least that's my view of it. A Southern European style restaurant where you eat 3 to 4 days a week. Filled with beans and meat. Okay, yeah. So it's sort of like a taco wrap, but with a bit different ingredients. Because at least around here we usually do them with salad, cucumber, tomatoes, minced meat, tomato sauce, and sour cream. I think that's, and cheese. So what I usually do, I skip the cheese to get the fat down, and then I use the vegan minced meat alternative. And then all of a sudden it's really light, and I'm not really good at handling too greasy food, but that I can eat so much of. I love it. No, I'm not vegan. It's just I really like the vegan minced meat alternative. Minced meat today is really damn expensive, like really expensive. And if you want to buy proper minced meat, it's like $12.50 a kilo in euros, I think. Maybe like 10 a kilo. You can of course buy cheap minced meat, but that's basically just fat. It's not good at all. But the vegan alternative to minced meat is really good if you apply good seasoning to it. It tastes a bit like it has this like soy aftertaste. $6 a kilo. Damn, it's like twice as expensive here. But with good seasoning, the vegan alternative minced meat tastes just like regular minced meat. Once we get a whole shit. No, you can't get that around here. So that's why I make my tacos with vegan alternatives. Yeah, we're talking minced meat. I think I'm lost. I was in this room with a big pillar a while ago. But I'm supposed to walk in the opposite direction of the arrows. But I could never be vegan. What, a kilo for 350? What the shit? I mean, the cheapest we might get away with is like 6 or 7, I think, per kilo. But then it's like Irish imported and like 25% fat. And I don't want that. If you want like proper minced meat, that's like from a local butchery and that's like 10% fat, then you gotta, I think it's like 10 a kilo. What treasures they might have contained? I mean, most of the chests seems to be MP restoration items, and I have absolutely no use for MP restoration items. Another dead end? Or maybe it's the same dead end. Damn. Well, that's fortunate for you. Oh, meat has gotten really expensive in general in Sweden. That sounds more in line with what we pay. 600 grams for 4 euros. No, wait. Okay, I was thinking like the other way around. 400 grams for 6 euros. That sounds more like... Not really. It's not really that expensive. Yeah, it's a specific cut. I remember when we had barbecue at your place, Gons. It was like so much meat. It cost a freaking... Exactly, 40 crowns for 600 grams would be a freaking good deal. No, I was thinking the other way around. Those 60 crowns for 400 would have been a pretty bad deal, but it's pretty like normal, I guess. It would be riots. People gotta... You just have to adapt. Yeah, I'll check. I'll look into it, Gons. Maybe not during the winter though. Your winters are probably shit compared to ours. You can still eat cheese, I guess. Isn't that protein? Like cheese or eggs. I know a lot of my colleagues eat a lot of eggs. Those that like care about protein intake and stuff. They eat egg, cheese, and... What is it? It's called... It's some kind of dairy product. It's kind of like Turkish yogurt, but with more protein in it. It's called kvarg in Sweden, but I have no idea what the English equivalent is. You say that. My sister tends to say that there can never be too much cheese. I just read that in front of the house you were just in is a teleporter. Shit. Why didn't I see it? Cottage cheese? Okay. Yeah, that could be it. How couldn't I see? We were the circle of stones. Ah, shit. But then, so what we could do, we could get killed in here, and that will teleport us back to the last place we saved. Alright, so these are good enemies, I think. These two quick enemies. That was only to the boss. The boss was at the top of the top of the stairs, right? Ah, let's. Maybe you're wrong. Alright, I'm not going to risk a maybe. Okay, we'll not risk a maybe. I ain't taking that risk. Kinda looks like we're close to the end though. I remember there was a lot of downhill at the start of this tunnel. All this uphill should indicate that we're close. Kind of. Then exit the house and go straight between the 4 rock pillar things. It's a warp back to Larapol. Yeah, okay. Then probably was a warp back. Wait, where did I end up now? Wait, where the shit is this? Oh, this is on another island. Alright, I'll see you around, Stig. Well, the harbor is just down there, so... Yeah, you take care, Stig. See you around. I ain't fighting that thing. Another flute. Could probably use the wings here. Yeah, but I mean we're pretty close to a harbor here, right? That harbor should be a similar harbor to the one we're going to. Just gotta find my way out of this forest. Looked like a dead end. Goblins too. Oh, it wasn't a dead end. Okay, so this is good. This is the first continent where we like started out the game. Interesting that those two areas were connected. Oh, we're heading the wrong way. What did I expect to gain? Lore? Kind of. Oh, so this is why I never found that place before. You had to go up that rock or log. Jesus Christ. That's my thought as well, Goro. Like, Fremi could have at least given us something. Yeah, those are some big chickens. They weren't here the first time I passed through this region. Keep going eastwards. But at the same time, I have a rule where I'm not... a submission shouldn't require me to, like, read through a guide or something. So, it kind of is self-contradicting. But voting is open, everyone. Shall we continue to play Quest 64? Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in. No, Snake. I don't want to. I mean, we are kind of doing fine, even though we don't have any idea what we're actually supposed to do. Somehow we managed to cobble together the information. But yeah, this is definitely a borderline submission. Definitely. Hey, yeah, exactly. I am not required to read guides. You guys are. Hello and welcome to Geckman's Sunday Entertainment. Today you'll be reading guides to give us an idea what we're supposed to do. Enjoy. Sweet, we have found a save spot. Good God, that game. It's the same boat again. Okay, I wanna... They use the exact same boat model. Lazy ass. What? I thought I was gonna get, like... You wanna go here? You wanna go here? Yeah, I did. Oh wait, now I'm at the new continent. Sweet. So this is the harbor I was thinking of. So from here, I think we should be able to go to the new continent. Or new region, whatever you want to call it. Hey, we actually voted to continue. What do you know? Hey, new area! Alright, we're making progress. Just head eastward, then I guess we go to that castle over there. Up, up. Oh my. This looks nasty. I need to play grindy games. What? Something wrong with you. But then again, I don't decide what to play, you know. Grinding is fun. I usually see grinding as an artificial way of extending a game. Or a sign of people balancing stuff. Like grinding... Grinding kind of feels like a way of... When you balance a game, you make stuff a little bit too hard all the time. Because that way you ensure that it's never a steamroll. Because it's very hard to balance stuff so that you're always the right level. But it's pretty easy to balance stuff so that you're always a little too low a level if you don't stop and grind. Now this encounter lags so much for some reason. So many encounters around here. Monster Hunter is basically a game where you pay to waste your time. But then again, I've never played it, so I don't know, maybe it's a fun waste. Because then it's fine. This encounters freaking everywhere. What is that wing icon on the map? Oh, well, that's good to know. These larvae are good grinding. I mean, there's no reason to fight stuff. I just run away from everything until I come to a point where I need to grind. Then we stop and we grind up our health for a while. Like, actually fighting fights doesn't give you anything. pretty messed up, really, once you like figure it out. That's probably a true reboot. You have a really good point. Like, once the problem space becomes big enough, it's almost impossible to predict all the paths. So the game can't be balanced. And I guess in that case, maybe the sensible decision is to tune the game to be a bit too hard for the common person. Because the common person can always spend time grinding. But you don't want to ruin the experience for someone who spends time to actually build up a really good build. Or you just add like super bosses to the end like FF10 did. Like these ridiculously difficult bosses. I guess Final Fantasy VII did that as well. I think this is a capital city of some kind, yeah. Day 22. We've been out questing for a month soon. They've almost got a locked camera here. Almost. Yeah, we'll get a wing. We'll find the shop and get us a wing. Sometimes there can be chests in these in rooms. I really don't get why they have different songs indoors and outdoors in cities. Because it makes it so that you can never really listen to the city music. Yeah, reboot. I mean, adaptive difficulty is... I've seen it. It's... I was gonna say it's gotten pretty, like... popular with some of the more open world games as of late. And I think it usually feels like really, really bad. Because it doesn't really matter what you do. Like, your build doesn't matter anymore. And thinking about everything and trying to come up with like good combinations, it doesn't matter at all. Kind of ruins the fun a bit for me. Huh, no spirits in the grass. That sucks. Like, I can see where scaling difficulty and adaptive difficulty comes from. But at the same time, it's like, so why should I try to improve? It's like, I think it was in Oblivion. The best thing to do was basically never to level up. Because scaling difficulty did it so that if you leveled up, creatures got stronger, and scaling difficulty also tried to kind of count in your equipment, but as long as you were on level 1, you could just get better and better equipment and get stronger and stronger. So staying on level 1 and get good equipment, you were actually stronger compared to the rest of the world than if you leveled up and got good equipment. In Homeworld 2, if your fleet was too big, enemy fleets were even bigger. Yeah, that's... Scaling is good for speedrunning? Well, that's true. But that's a really niche market, isn't it? I guess Homeworld 2 is an example of where stuff can really turn strange due to scaling difficulty. Oh, it's not a shop, it's a tavern. Wait, I didn't get a wing? Wouldn't call it a niche market anymore? I still think it's a niche market, actually. I mean, it's pretty common, but I think it's a what do you call it? I think we perceive it as more common than it actually is in the rest of the world. Give me a moment. So I didn't get a wing here for some reason. I knew there was a spirit hiding here somewhere. I see your game design and I raise you. I talk of speedruns during broadcasts of official tournaments of games. They're nothing to do with speedruns. I think it's become a fairly big thing. Maybe. But I still don't think it's a big enough... Still not a big enough group or a financially strong enough group to take them into consideration when making development decisions. I mean, you can add a speedrun mode, that's perfectly fine. Because regular users can actually enjoy it. But putting a lot of time and effort and money into a feature that's only targeted to speedrunners probably isn't worth it unless you're a small studio. You're trying to like carve out any kind of market share you can. Like, it can be a good way to get publicity and attention in smaller markets, but like for a bigger studio, I don't think it's worth it. So it depends. It depends a lot on what your purview is. We'll loot the Royal Palace. So the Royal Palace is carrying bread in their armory. Makes perfect sense, right? Like, don't mind this big ass casket here and these shields and stuff. No, no, no. We found a piece of bread. That's also true, Gons. If you like understand the speedrunning scene, you don't need to target it. They'll cope with whatever you throw their way. No, but the Souls games are just legitimate good games, I think, and those will get ran irregardless. But if you look at... Take something like I Am Bread. I think that's a good example of something that's meant just to be a joke. But people will find ways there as well. Dark Souls 1 is horrible. I've actually not played Dark Souls 1, so I can't say. I've been talking about it so many times. I would like to one day do like a Souls special and go through Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3. But that would take like a month. Yeah, that's probably a true reboot. Usually like speedrun mode isn't used for actual speedruns because it's always something like different to it. Is that all? You're just gonna like talk? Oh. There was something more here. The actual Royal Treasury. I haven't played Sekiro either. But it's more of like being able to actually talk about the subject and know what you're talking about. I would like playing King's Field was very interesting because King's Field was From Software's. It wasn't their first games, but you can really see where a lot of the Souls-like mentality comes from. Because King's Field wasn't an easy game, it was really damn punishing. But then it was a PS1 game with first person and pretty bad controls, so I can also see why you don't want to play it. But it's cool in its own way. It's a really interesting piece of history today. So if you're interested in like getting a feel for where the games come from, I definitely recommend playing King's Field. But you maybe don't need to actually beat King's Field. Because they haven't aged that well. So yeah, I'm not always interested in the great games. I'm oftentimes just interested in seeing like how games came about. So I can happily play shitty games. That's kind of why I want to play Dark Souls 1. To get like a feeling for how those games came to be and how they've impacted the gaming world today. Because you can't get away from them having made a huge impact. Everyone has freaking second floors and some of them have treasures. Ugh. Pain. A lot of treasures in this town. Why would you give me a 10 MP up at this stage of the game? What a wonderful comparison, Neptunia. It's hard to argue with that one. Maybe this is the wing shop. Hey, we got the wing. Finally. I think I've checked this house out, haven't I? Yeah, we're soon at the max cap of these spirits and fire. Oh, this is also part of town. But it's closed off. Yeah, exactly, because those apparently affected staff a little bit. We'll go for that next. We tried at 2 PM. The tapping of his feet when he's running is so mind-numbing. All the time. Sorry, guys, that's not how it works. You get in line just like everyone else. You know, Liechtenstein is a democracy. Oh Jesus, now that I've started to think about his footsteps, I can't stop. Now you're locked. You need to balance time so you'll be strong enough to be a camera itself. Hey, Para. Good morning. How's it going? 4:44. Damn, I've lost a lot of time somewhere. My game clock is at 6:25 and the in-game time is at 4:44. Where are those 2 hours gone? A lot of this is probably consumed by lag frames. But I don't... Oh Jesus. Okay, getting close to these are bad. Have we been sitting here watching 2 hours of lag? That would be pretty funny. Man, these deal tons of damage once you're close to them. So just run back and heal. That was too much damage. Yeah. Learning to grind for HP was essential. I hate it that there's an animation when you try to interact with something and there's nothing there. Look at it. Oop. And look at that. Only 1 minute had passed in game time. I guess the black screens probably, like the loading time probably doesn't count either. So we've been watching 2 hours of lag and black screens altogether. Nice. Can I get up this ledge here? I don't think so. So this is probably what I need to figure out. Oh wait, there's another path. The west from here. What? So a little bit south and then west. Oh, there it is. Wait, this is... oh, this is east. Don't worry. I know my... I know my directions just right. Oh, the lag. There's too many enemies. Soon we're done with fire. Lore. Oh, so there's a house here. Another spirit. So many spirits. So there's probably something we need to solve in here. Neo? Is that the new word for next? Regardless... oh, new. Regardless, it's really difficult for me. It's really difficult for me to bind up Saturdays as well. Since I'm already gaming on Sundays, I can't bind up every Saturday nowadays. Sure, we can do something every now and then, but we'll have to plan it on a week by week basis. I guess we could, but that would carve out a lot of my journey time. But again, like, we can plan it We can plan it every now and then. Oh Jesus, 4 damage? Shit, those things deals a ton of damage. The ants, however, ants are fine. So we gotta grind toughness again. Man, everything would kill you if you were if you weren't grinding toughness like this. I don't know how this game is balanced. It would be impossible to survive. Like honestly, it's not that I'm not saying I don't want to game, it's just that I know how hard it is to find time to do anything nowadays. So that's why we gotta plan it like every week back and forth. But yeah, definitely sometimes I'd love to. I think the game has a lot of increased defense and healing spells. Oh, that would make sense, I guess. If you had a spell for increasing your defense, you could lay it down at the beginning of every fight. This wizard is freaking dangerous. Yeah, I love co-op streams. Those are really damn fun. What did the camera even do there? We need things to co-op? Yeah, but I mean, can't really be a shortage of that, can it? Isn't there a risk of rain too, as well? That we should do. We never finished Saints Row. Maybe we didn't have to buy that. Yeah, I don't have it either. I don't remember what the first one cost, but I don't think we finished Saints Row, no. But it was basically just more of the same left, right? Saints Row... The last Saints Row is a cool game, but it does get pretty repetitive by the end. But I guess like Borderlands, maybe? There's another Saints Row in development? Oh wow. I'd love to play that once it's out. Saints Row the Third is probably the best, though. The third game in that series is so damn good. The fourth one got a bit too out of control. Yeah, Borderlands 2 is really, really fun, I think. Wait, what? What the fuck? Ah, come on. Have I been running back for... Shit. I wonder how long I've been running back for. It's like impossible with the encounters that like swing your camera around and shit. And everything looks frickin' the same. You really gotta pay attention in what direction you start out fights. I don't think you're the problem with finding co-op games, no. It's probably my library. But we can find something, definitely. $100 keys. Shit. Alright, so now I'm running in the wrong direction here for a little bit. North, now we're heading east. Come on. Can you play 3 players? Nah, the game was lag so. Oh, the problem is though you can only play local, right? I don't know if Parsec supports multi-tenant, like multiplayer like that. Is this the same way I came? Were I just in this cave? Is this the cave I just came through? Shit. I think this is the cave I came through. Fuck. Or is this the cave I just came through? I think this is back, yeah. Exactly, 2 bridges like that. Yeah, exactly, we play it once a year. Gon's sitting over there being a gluttonous. Deal freaking 18 damage. You can't dodge them at a distance though, that's good. Yeah, alright, we won't judge you. We won't judge you. Just a little bit. Alright, progress. You're having tacos? Nice. Goddamn weak for tacos. I love tacos. Saw spirit. There we go. This is our last. Now we're filled up fire. Nice. What item did we find, by the way? Another 150 heal. Sweet. Yeah, it's shiny now. Is it pulsating or? Yeah, it is. Sweet. I really like some of these areas when you run through, there's no enemies in them. They just put it into the game because it's cool. Yeah, it probably does. Imagine once you get all 4 of them pulsating. Probably causes a lot of lag. So the N64 was pretty good at handling transparency, if I recall correctly. Sup, Frush? Hey, Tadori. How you doing, guys? What is this? We're still grinding Quest 64. Everything's fine with me. Oh. Now we can't... Oh, I can't upgrade it anymore. Let's start upgrading wind, I guess. You see no alpha blending? What? You see the transparency on the lower left? The pulsating thing around my crystal. That's a little bit off center. Super frustrating. Oh, you're supposed to level up Earth? It's a better game than Gothic 2. Yeah, apparently. By the popular vote, it apparently is. I think Gothic 2 survived for like 6 hours, maybe? 6.5? It's still not better than Gothic 2. Yeah, now you see it too. The flashy light is a little bit off center. Came just in time to vote. Yeah, it did. The voting is open, everyone. Shall we continue to play Quest 64? Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in. The flame dealt frickin' 15? Are they serious? Is this the same way I came? Maybe? I don't know. It's so hard to know in here. The autism runs deep. Yeah. Wonder how long the death down lasts. I sure hope it's not longer than a single fight. 2 minutes to get out of the cave. Probably not happening. I don't even know if I'm running in the right direction anymore. It's so hard to know. Well, this is definitely a new area. Yeah, I know. She's going out. God, this is bad news. I got to start close to it. Ah, we can always state, otherwise. I love it how the camera's on the other side of a freaking wall. That's the only reason this is going out. Yeah, let's find a good place to put down the save state, so that I kind of get where I start from. When I come back, I like kind of understand what I'm supposed to do. You know, these fairies are so annoying. Like, this doorway is pretty good, because then it tells us where we're coming from. There, that's a good spot. She's out. Oh. Oh. Out she goes. You slept all night and already took 2 naps. Well, I want to give this a good now. Time for red alert? Yeah, it is. Found 2. That sound effect. Found 2 crystals and are now in the mines. Yeah, we know the next one because a Command and Conquer, I couldn't get it running, so I had to suspend it. So we know that we're gonna do that. Once you understand how this game works and how you are supposed to level and skill up, then it actually becomes pretty good. The only downside though is that you gotta play the JP version to get the good mechanics, but then you can't read what anyone says. Still, it's a pretty fun adventure game. But you gotta look up where to go every now and then. Shall we put this one back? Yeah, let's put it back into the submission queue. We can play this again in a while.